take a look outside to see I'm gonna leave you behind. Maybe it's not so bad, maybe just maybe there's a reason why I should sit around watching you cry. I just wanna fly.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Friday night with me. Right, I have, once again this evening, left the chat on. So, can you all just let me know on the chat that you can hear me okay? And then I can get started. Yes, fabulous. Right. So, welcome to another Adventures Friday night quiz. Thank you for still joining me after 17 weeks. I realise we're not quite at the numbers that we were at the beginning, but we have our own little community now. So, yeah, it's lovely. So, welcome back. Tonight is a little bit different. Because we're now kind of in the post-lockdown quizzes, I'm doing 2 virtual pub quizzes every month and 2 themed quizzes every month. So the pub quizzes are completely free, and the themed quizzes will now be run as events. So only those that purchase tickets will receive the link for the quiz. But the virtual quizzes are completely free and you can do them at any time you want. So yeah, I've left the chat on this evening. Oh, welcome Nancy. We have a first timer. I'm surprised we've got a first timer this far in, but welcome. My name's Laura. Being as you're a first timer, you don't know me. So my name is Laura and I run the company Eventures. And predominantly I do outdoor cinemas, but all my events this year have been cancelled. So at the start of lockdown, I turned to virtual quizzes. And I've been doing them every week since. So welcome. I hope you enjoy this evening. This evening is a little bit different to what I usually do. I just do themed quizzes, but this evening I've decided to just do a virtual pub quiz. So it's your average general knowledge, history and geography, those kind of things. I did say on Facebook that mine would be a virtual quiz with a twist. However, tonight is quite normal. There is one unusual round, but it's not quite as unusual and with a twist as I was hoping for. But I have had an extremely busy week because I have a cinema tomorrow. Finally out and about doing the cinema. So yeah, they will be a little bit more different going forward. It's just tonight is a bit normal. But it's still fun. There's 100 of you joining me this evening. Numbers are still going up. And yeah, I've left the chat on because I don't know about anybody else, but since the announcement this morning, I felt very down. So I've put that chat on so I can talk to you. And you can talk to me because I need tonight as much as you guys do. And I don't want to just be sitting here talking to my phone. I want to talk to you. So yeah, that's why I've left the chat on. So please do not put the answers in the chat. It just ruins it for everybody else. So just use the chat if you want to say something to me or if you want to say something to other people. We've built up a little community. So let's just all have a nice night, take our minds off everything and have some fun. Please don't ruin it for everybody. So all you need is a piece of paper and a pen, and you need to listen to my voice for about an hour. And I've got 8 rounds of 10 questions, as always. I will give you the category, I will give you the 10 questions within that category, and then I will give you the answers. Tonight, I only have 6 shout outs. So I will be doing one after every round, pretty much. So you won't have as much time as normal between rounds. I will try and give you a little bit longer, but I don't want to just be sat here in silence and you thinking, Laura, why aren't you giving us the answers? So yeah, I'll do the best I can. But yeah, I think that's it. Is that everything? The questions this evening, unfortunately, won't be posted on the Facebook event. You will just have to keep up with me tonight, I'm afraid, because my laptop has decided to give up, I think is the word. The words. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to invest in a new laptop for next week, which is not ideal. But yeah, technology has let me down tonight, so I'm on the normal, piece of paper printed out. So I apologise for that. You will just have to keep up with me tonight. But if there is anything you miss and you want to go back, the video will be saved on YouTube, so you can go back at any time. So yeah, that's me. That's the kind of the quiz is going to work. So we'll go straight into it, I think. Round 1 is just general knowledge. General knowledge questions. So number 1, what is the most spoken language in the world? What is the most spoken language in the world? Number 2, which bird can fly backwards? Which bird can fly backwards? Number 3, which London Underground line is grey on a tube map? Which London Underground line is grey on a tube map? Number 4, something I have learned writing this quiz. What did ASOS originally stand for? So the clothing brand ASOS, what did it originally stand for? Number 5, how are the Swedish clothing company Hennes and Mauritz better known in the UK? So how are the Swedish clothing company Hennes and Mauritz better known in the UK? Number 6. In the phonetic alphabet, what word is used to denote the letter K? In the phonetic alphabet, what word is used to denote the letter K? Number 7. How much does Mayfair cost on the standard London Monopoly board? It's the one that we all want when we play. Well, one of two. But how much does Mayfair cost on a standard London Monopoly board? Number 8. Which UK city has the postcode CH? Which UK city has the postcode CH? Number 9. Who is known as the money saving expert? Who is known as the money saving expert? And number 10. What is the only vowel not used as the first letter in a US state? So which is the only vowel not used as the first letter in a US state? And whilst you get your final answers together, I'm just going to do one shout out. As I said, I'll do one per round. So hello to Jeanette Fisher. I know you've joined me again this evening. She hasn't requested a shout out, but I just want to say hello and a big thank you for joining me every single week. It's very much appreciated. So, have we got our answers together? If somebody can let me know when you're ready for the answers, and once one person's ready, you're all ready. That one person will make the decision for you. No pressure, whoever's going to be first. Oh, you're all going through the US states and your vowels. Sammy's ready. Sammy has made the decision for everybody. You're all ready. So if you're not ready, blame Sammy. No, I'm joking. Okay, the answers to round 1 then. The most spoken language in the world is Mandarin. Number 2, the bird that can fly backwards is a hummingbird. I didn't know that. There's a new fact for you if you didn't know that. Number 3, the London Underground line that is grey on a tube map is the Jubilee line. Number 4, ASOS originally stood for as seen on screen. So well done if you got that one. I think that's a random fact that I didn't know, but it's quite logical, really. Number 5. The Swedish clothing company Hennes and Mauritz is better known as H&M. Number 6. In the phonetic alphabet, the word that's used to denote the letter K is kilo. Number 7. How much does Mayfair cost on the standard London Monopoly board? It's £400. Number 8. The UK city that has the postcode CH is Chester. Number 9. The money saving expert is Martin Lewis. And number 10. The only vowel not to be used as the first letter in a US state is E. E for echo. Okay, round 2. Try and let me know as well how you do on that round, on previous rounds. So if you want me to know, or if you want to tell everybody, then in the chat let us know how you're doing. Okay, round 2 is history and geography. Nancy, you should be proud. Always be proud of whatever result you get. There's a 10 out of 10 just come from that round. Wow, well done. I need to make them harder. No, history and geography for round 2 then. Okay, so number 1. What is the biggest state in America? What is the biggest state in America? And I can tell you now, it doesn't begin with an E. Number 2. What is the longest river in the world? What is the longest river in the world? Number 3. In what year did rationing end in the UK? So in what year did rationing end in the UK? Number 4. Who was Queen Victoria's husband? Who was Queen Victoria's husband? Number 5. In which century was the Great Wall of China completed? So in which century was the Great Wall of China completed? Number 6. Constantinople is the former name of which Turkish city? So Constantinople is the former name of which Turkish city? Number 7. Which river flows through the Grand Canyon? Which river flows through the Grand Canyon? Number 8. Which continent lies on all 4 hemispheres of the Earth? So north, south, east and west. Which continent lies on all 4 hemispheres of the Earth? Number 9. What is the world's tallest waterfall? What is the world's tallest waterfall? And number 10. Hell's Kitchen is a neighbourhood in which US city? So Hell's Kitchen is a neighbourhood in which US city? And while you get your final answers together, I am going to say a shout out to Amy and Laura Dunn from the Wirral. Thank you for both joining me again, and I hope you enjoy this evening. It's weird only having one shout out per round. I feel lost after I've done the one. What do I do? Okay, so let me know when you're ready for the answers. See if it's Sammy that's ready first again, or if it's somebody else. Who can we blame this time? You're all ready. They all came in at the... Oh, we've got a quizzy rascal here this evening. You all came in through at the same time then, so, okay. Number 1, the biggest state in America. Oh, Sammy's ready. The biggest state in America is Alaska. Number 2, the longest river in the world is the River Nile. Number 3, the year that rationing ended in the UK was 1954. Number 4, Queen Victoria's husband was Prince Albert. Number 5, in which century was the Great Wall of China completed? It was the 19th century. Constantinople is the former name of Istanbul. Number 7, the river that flows through the Grand Canyon is the Colorado River. Number 8, the continent that lies in all 4 hemispheres of the Earth is Africa. Number 9, the world's tallest waterfall is Angel Falls in Venezuela. And number 10, Hell's Kitchen is a neighbourhood in New York. So, let me know how you got on with that one. Was it as good as your general knowledge? Was it better? Was it about the same? We've got a 7. Very good score. Another 7. Some good scores coming out tonight. I'm impressed. Very impressed. Right. I think you'll all like this next one. Fingers crossed. Kate, history and geography is not my thing either, don't worry. We all have our specialities. Okay, the next round is TV and film. So fingers crossed you do better in this one. Number 1. Who won Dancing on Ice 2020? So who won Dancing on Ice 2020? Number 2. What is the longest running soap opera in the UK? What is the longest running soap opera in the UK? Number 3. Alexander Armstrong and Richard Osman present which BBC One quiz show? So Alexander Armstrong and Richard Osman present which BBC One quiz show? Number 4. Which British actress played Claire McGorry in Save Me and Dr. Gemma Foster in Dr. Foster? So which British actress played Claire McGorry in Save Me and Dr. Gemma Foster in Dr. Foster? If you've not watched Save Me, I recommend. It's very good. I haven't actually watched Dr. Foster, but Save Me is very good. Number 5. Which TV theme begins with the words, "You know we belong together"? So which TV theme begins with the words, "You know we belong together"? You're all going to be singing that now. Number 6. What type of vehicle does Robert De Niro drive in the title of a 1976 Martin Scorsese film? Number 6 is what type of vehicle does Robert De Niro drive in the title of a 1976 Martin Scorsese film? Number 7. Tom Cruise plays Ethan Hunt in which movie franchise? So Tom Cruise plays Ethan Hunt in which movie franchise? Number 8. What are the names of the twins played by Lindsay Lohan in the 1998 film The Parent Trap? What are the names of the twins played by Lindsay Lohan in the 1998 film The Parent Trap? That is a good film, Sammy, so I expect you to get both answers to that one. There is 1 point per correct name on that one as well, by the way. I'm feeling generous. Number 9. In which film series does Colin Firth play Mark Darcy? So in which film series does Colin Firth play Mark Darcy? And number 10, what name did Tom Hanks give to his volleyball companion in the film Castaway? What name did Tom Hanks give his volleyball companion in the film Castaway? Okay. Next shout out. Happy 6th anniversary for next month to Larissa and Daniel Taylor. Now, Daniel, Larissa says that you've been her rock through lockdown, and she just wants me to tell you that she loves you very, very much. So what a lovely shout out that is. I love it when I get ones like that. Okay, so let me know when you guys are ready and I'll go straight to the answers. Okay, Holly's ready. Luke's ready. So let's go to the answers. Number 1, who won Dancing on Ice 2020? It was Joe Swash. And yes, we did have a life in lockdown, in 2020 before lockdown. So it was Joe Swash. Number 2, the longest running soap opera in the UK is Coronation Street. Number 3, Alexandra Armstrong and Richard Osman present Pointless. Number 4, the British actress from Save Me and Dr. Foster was Saran Jones. Number 5, the TV theme that begins with the words, "You know we belong together," it's Home and Away. Number 6, the type of vehicle that Robert De Niro drives is a taxi. Number 7, Tom Cruise plays Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible. The names of the twins played by Lindsay Lohan in The Parent Trap are Hallie and Annie. So Hallie and Annie. 1 point per correct answer on those ones. Number 9, the film series that Colin Firth plays Mark Darcy is Bridget Jones. And the name, Natalie's husband keeps singing the theme tune. I like it. Number 10, the Tom Hanks gave his volleyball companion the name Wilson. Wilson! Great film. One of my all-time favourites. Okay, let me know how you got in that round. 7. Another good score. Another 7. Oh, somebody got 11 out of 11. 7, 6, 9. Fabulous. We're getting there. And just when you think you're doing well, Laura throws in a science and nature round. Everybody's going to love me now. It was all going so well. Science and nature is round 4. You might surprise yourself. Number 1. What is the proper term for your funny bone? What is the proper term for your funny bone? So what is that bone? Number 2. Which is the largest planet in the solar system? Which is the largest planet in the solar system? Number 3. What does the Beaufort scale measure? What does the Beaufort scale measure? Number 4. What does USB stand for? When used to describe the connection standard used between computers and smartphones and their devices. So what does USB stand for when used to describe the connection standard used between computers and smartphones and their devices? 1 point for the whole thing. You don't get a point per correct letter. I'm afraid I'm harsh. You get 1 point for the correct term. Number 5. Which famous American is generally credited with the invention of the bifocal spectacles? So which famous American is generally credited with the invention of the bifocal spectacles? Number 6. What is the primary function of red blood cells in the human body? So what is the primary function of red blood cells in the human body? Number 7. Which invention came first? The Velcro or the zip? So which invention came first? Velcro or the zip? It's like chicken and the egg. (50-50) chance there. Number 8. Which element has the atomic number 1? So which element has the atomic number 1? I always get this wrong. I always say the other one. I say number 2. You'd think I'd learn from the first time, but no. Number 9. Which word is used as the noun for a female alligator? There's a tricky one. Which word is used as the noun for a female alligator? And number 10. Which organ in the human body produces, stores and releases glucose? So which organ in the human body produces, stores and releases glucose? So while you get your final answers together, I would just like to say hello to the Finney family from Wellingsborough. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me every single week. It means the world to me. So thank you. And who's going to get in there first to let me know that they are ready for the answers? Who's it gonna be this time? Oh, all of you. They've all just popped up at the same time again. So fabulous. It's either because you all know the answers or because you all don't know the answers. Let's hope it's the first one. Number 1. What is the proper term for your funny bone? It's the humerus. But it's not very funny when you hit it, is it? Number 2, the largest planet in the solar system is Jupiter. The Beaufort scale measures the strength of the wind. USB stands for Universal Serial Bus. So you need to get the whole of that to get the point. So it's Universal Serial Bus. Number 5, the famous American that's credited for inventing spectacles, it's Benjamin Franklin. Number 6, the primary function of red blood cells is to transport oxygen around the body. Number 7, which invention came first, the Velcro or the zip? It was the zip. Number 8, the element that is atomic number 1 is hydrogen. I always say helium, but it is hydrogen. Number 9, the word that is used as the noun for a female alligator is a cow. Who knew? I didn't. And number 10, the organ in the human body that produces, stores and releases glucose is the liver. So there is your science and nature round out of the way. Let me know how many you got. I'm curious if an 8, that is a strong round. Not expected on science and nature, so I'm impressed. Very impressed. 7. Not bad at all, Kate. An 8. Oh, you've all done really well on that one. 7. 6. Fair play. I'm impressed. Che is too ashamed to say. You should never be ashamed. I wouldn't have scored many, so don't worry. You're not alone. Amy, not good. Oh, come on, guys. I think you might like the next one a bit better than that one. Round 5 is music. Oh, no. Oh yeah. I didn't think I'd printed off one of the rounds then. I had a mild panic. But we're okay. We're okay. Okay, so music is round number 5. So, number 1. What is the name of Miley Cyrus's father? What is the name of Miley Cyrus's father? Number 2. Which mathematical symbol was the title of Ed Sheeran's first album in 2011? So which mathematical symbol was the title of Ed Sheeran's first album in 2011? Number 3. Which former One Direction member released Watermelon Sugar and Adore You? So which former One Direction member released Watermelon Sugar and Adore You? We've lost the sound again. Can you hear me now? Back now. It does that every now and again, and I have absolutely no idea why. It's against me. Did we miss number 4, or did we get number 4? Somebody can let me know. Do I need to repeat number 4? You missed it. Number 4 was which singer was known, amongst other things, as the King of Pop? So which singer was known as the King of Pop? That was number 4. Number 5. Which Canadian artist released Man, I Feel Like a Woman in 1999? So which Canadian artist released Man, I Feel Like a Woman in 1999? Number 6. Who was the most streamed artist on Spotify in 2019? That's a tough one. Who was the most streamed artist on Spotify in 2019? To me, it wasn't an obvious person. So if you're thinking of somebody you like really obvious, it's not them. Number 7. Which singer has the most Twitter followers? Have a guess. Which singer has the most Twitter followers? Somebody's just said that I'm stupid and they can't even spell the word stupid. That's a nice comment there come through on the comment section. Okay, number 8. Which pop group named themselves after a London postcode? Number 8. Which pop group named themselves after a London postcode? Number 9. Which singer has the most UK #1 singles ever? So which singer has the most UK #1 singles ever? And number 10, another one for you to sing along to. What is the opening line to Club Tropicana by Wham? So what is the opening line to Club Tropicana by Wham? And while you get your final answers together, I want to say hello to Natasha and Kenny in Derby. Hello both again. I hear you've joined me again this evening. I know you've joined for a lot of my quizzes, and I thank you again for joining me, and I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you're scoring lots of points. So welcome, and let me know. Oh, ready. Or I didn't even have to say it. Look at that. You're ready. Okay, answers to round number 5. Miley Ray Cyrus's father is Billy Ray Cyrus. The mathematical symbol that was Ed Sheeran's first album was the plus sign, the addition sign. Number 3, the former One Direction member that released Watermelon Sugar and Adore You was Harry Styles. Number 4, the singer that was known as the King of Pop was, of course, Michael Jackson, absolute legend. Number 5, which Canadian artist released Man I Feel Like a Woman in 1999? It was Shania Twain. Number 6, the most streamed artist on Spotify in 2019. I'll be impressed if anybody got this. It was Post Malone. There you go, Post Malone. If you got that, well done. Number 7, which singer has the most Twitter followers? It's Justin Bieber. Number 8, the pop group that named themselves after a London postcode was East 17. Number 9, the singer has the most UK #1 singles ever is Elvis Presley. And number 10, the opening line to Club Tropicana by Wham is "Let me take you to the place where membership's a smiling face." So let me take you to the place where membership's a smiling face. And I can guarantee you're all singing that in your head now. Or out loud. Do it out loud. It's Friday night. Okay. Let me know how you got on in that round. And we will move to round number 6. Oh, worst round. That's not good to hear. Okay. Round 6 is sport. So, number 1. The term albatross in golf means what? Oh, some good scores coming through on music. So the term albatross in golf means what? Number 2, name the only 2 positions who can score in netball. So there is a point per answer there. So there's 2 points up for grabs on this one. Name the only 2 positions who can score in netball. Any netballers out there will be straight on this. Takes you back. I was never a netballer. I was a basketballer, and you can't play both. Number 3. What is Muhammad Ali's real name? So what is Muhammad Ali's real name? Number 4. Who has won the Premier League this season, 1920 season? Who has already won the Premier League in the 1920 season? Even though the season should have finished 2 months ago. Number 5. Which rugby team play their home games at the Stoop? Which rugby team play their home games at the Stoop? Number 6. Which famous football manager once said, "I wouldn't say I was the best manager in the business, but I was in the top 1." So which famous football manager once said, "I wouldn't say I was the best manager in the business, but I was in the top 1." Number 7. The Chicago Cubs and Boston Red Sox play which sport? So the Chicago Cubs and Boston Red Sox play which sport? Number 8. In which outdoor sport would you need a stick, a puck and a mouthguard? So in which outdoor sport would you need a stick, a puck and a mouthguard? Number 9. The Fosbury flop is a technique used in which sport? The Fosbury flop is a technique used in which sport? And number 10. Which of these is not a real sport? Foot golf, hand rounders or chess boxing? Which of these is not a real sport? Foot golf, hand rounders or chess boxing? And while you get your final answers together, I'll just do another shout out. Nice, quick and easy one during this round. So it's just a quick hello to Tasha and Nicole. So hi to you both. And people are already ready. So we'll go into the answers, shall we? Number 1, the term albatross in golf means 3 shots under par on a hole. So 3 shots under par. Number 2, the only two positions that can score in netball is the goal shooter and the goal attack. So 1 point per correct answer there. So goal shooter and goal attack. Number 3, Muhammad Ali's real name is Cassius Clay. The team that have already won the Premier League of the 1920 season is Liverpool. Number 5, the rugby team that plays their home games at the Stoop is the Harlequins. Number 6, the famous football manager that once said, "I wouldn't say I was the best manager in the business, but I was in the top 1, was Brian Clough. Number 7, the Chicago Cubs and Boston Red Sox play which sport? It's baseball. Number 8, the outdoor sport that you would need a stick, a puck and a mouth guard would be hockey. Number 9, the Fosbury flop is a technique in the high jump. And number 10, which of these is not a real sport? Foot golf, hand rounders or chess boxing? It is hand rounders. It's just rounders. A sport of which I play. And will be playing again once we're allowed. Okay. Somebody's got 9 on that round. That is a good score. 10. Okay. We'll go on to round number 7. And round number 7 is art and literature. Art and literature. So let's see how you get on with this one. And then round 8 is a little bit different. It's not just a normal round. I like to throw in something, don't I? Okay, so number 1. What is the best-selling book of all time? What is the best-selling book of all time? Number 2. What is the name of the head teacher in Roald Dahl's Matilda? What is the name of the head teacher in Roald Dahl's Matilda? Number 3. The Murder at the Vicarage, Peril at End House and Murder on the Orient Express are novels from which English author? So The Murder at the Vicarage, Peril at End House and Murder on the Orient Express are novels from which English author? Number 4. The Chronicles of Narnia is a children's book series written by which author? So The Chronicles of Narnia is a children's book series written by which author? Number 5. What letter begins the fewest words in the English language? So what letter begins the fewest words in the English language? We're on round 7 for those asking. Round 7, art and literature. There's 1 round left. Number 6. What author is best known for writing the Paddington Bear series of children's books? So what author is best known for writing the Paddington Bear series of children's books? Number 7. Which of these is a work by English artist Tracey Emin? Is it my fridge, my bed, my sofa, or my television? So which of these is a work by English artist Tracey Emin? Is it my fridge, my bed, my sofa, or my television? Number 8. Name the artist that painted the creation of Adam, the painting found on the Sistine Chapel's ceiling. So name the artist that painted the creation of Adam, the painting found on the Sistine Chapel's ceiling. Number 9, 4 points available here. What are the names of the 4 Tate galleries? So what are the names of all 4 Tate galleries? And number 10. Which artist said everything you can imagine is real? So which artist said everything you can imagine is real? Whilst you get your final answers together, I just want to say hello to Annie Jones and Gethan Withith. Beth Springs says hello, and she's sorry that the holiday to Wales got postponed, but she will see you both in a couple of weeks' time. So I hope you have a lovely holiday when you do get there. I know it's been open now, hasn't it, for holidays, so hopefully you get to go there soon. Okay, everybody says they're ready. Look at that, eager, ready to go. Okay, the answers. Number 1, the best-selling book of all time is the Bible. Number 2, the name of the head teacher in Roald Dahl's Matilda is, of course, Miss Trunchbull. Number 3, The Murder at the Vicarage, Peril at End House and Murder on the Orient Express are novels by Agatha Christie. Number 4, The Chronicles of Narnia are written by C.S. Lewis. And number 5, what letter begins the fewest words in the English language? It's X. Number 6, the author best known for writing the Paddington Bear series is Michael Bond. Number 7, which of these is a work by Tracey Emin? Is it My Fridge, My Bed, My Sofa or My Television? You had a 25% chance of getting it right, and you would have got it right if you said My Bed. It's basically just an unmade bed, and it's worth a lot of money. Number 8, name the artist that painted the creation of Adam, the painting on the Sistine Chapel's ceiling. It was Michelangelo. Number 9, the names of the 4 Tate galleries. It was Tate Britain, Tate Modern, Tate Liverpool and Tate St Ives. So if you got all 4 of those, well done. But it was Tate Britain, Tate Modern, Tate Liverpool and Tate St Ives. And number 10, which artist said everything you can imagine is real? It was Pablo Picasso. So let me know in the chat. 1 point for each, yes, on the Tate galleries. So it's up to 4 points on number 9. Let me know how you got on in that round, and then we will move on to the final round. 12 points, that's amazing. It's good going, that is. Another 12 points. 9. Some good scores again, guys. You're doing really well tonight. I'm obviously not making it hard enough. No, I'm joking. We don't want them all too hard, do we? I know I make a difficult quiz sometimes. Okay, the last round is connections. So I'm just going to ask you 9 questions. Could be anything. Oh, they're somebody's celebrating a end of term with a home party and a quiz with me. Good choice. And who was that? Let me have a look in there. Ria. I hope you're having a nice night. It is the end of term. Not that it affects me in the slot. Well, no, it does affect me because my husband works in a school. But, yeah, you don't have to homeschool the kids anymore. No, you've got 6 weeks of fun now. So I hope you enjoy it and get out to places like zoos and new parks and National Trust places and things like that. So it's nice and outdoorsy and social distancing and all that, but you can still have lots of fun. I know I plan on going to quite a few zoos once my husband finishes work, because he's at work for another 2 weeks. What a shame. Okay, so anyway, I digress. Connections round. I'm going to give you 9 questions of anything. Could be anything. And then number 10, you have to tell me what the connection is between all the other 9. So let's see how you get on with this one. Number 1, the band The Four Non-Blondes had a one-hit wonder with which song in 1992? So the band The Four Non-Blondes had a one-hit wonder with which song in 1992? I love this song. Number 2, Dr. Orchid, or Orchid, Orchid, replaced which dated housekeeper in the board game Cluedo in 2016? So Dr. Orchid replaced which dated housekeeper in the board game Cluedo in 2016? Dated housekeeper. So which old housekeeper? What is a new? Who was that person replaced basically in the game? Number 3. What was the name of the boys who occasionally assisted Sherlock Holmes with intelligent matters? So what was the name of the boys who occasionally assisted Sherlock Holmes with intelligence matters? Number 4, for which 1987 film did Cher win the Oscar for Best Actress in a Leading Role? So for which 1987 film did Cher win the Oscar for Best Actress, not British, in a leading role? Number 5, which 1975 Roald Dahl novel involves car fixing and pheasants being poached? So which 1975 Roald Dahl novel involves car fixing and pheasants being poached. And no, I wasn't born in 1987 either, Sammy. So I wouldn't have known it either. But hopefully you'll know some of the other answers and you can at least get the connection at the end. Number 6. Whose only UK #1 single to date is Look What You Made Me Do in September 2017? So whose only UK #1 single to date is Look What You Made Me Do in September 2017? Number 7. The national anthem of the USA is known by what other name? So the national anthem of the USA is known by what other name? Number 8. Which British author wrote the Jack Reacher novel series? So which British author wrote the Jack Reacher novel series? Number 9. Who wrote The Moonstone, considered to be the first full-length detective novel in the English language? Tricky one. Who wrote The Moonstone, considered to be the first full-length detective novel in the English language? And then number 10, what is the connection? So what connects all of those 9 answers? And my last shout out is a quick hello to the Howls. So hello to the Howl family. Thank you for joining me this evening, and I hope you're having a lovely time, and I hope you've enjoyed yourself. So let me know in the chat when you're ready for the answers. Let's see if you've got the connection. I don't think I would have got it, but I think some of you might. It depends how many of the other ones you get, doesn't it? I find this with the connections rounds. If you get quite a few, then you can kind of piece it together, and then once you've figured out the connection, you can go back and see if you can guess, at least guess some answers. But if you haven't got that, they can be quite hard. It is a hard one, Danielle, I agree. But we'll see how you get on. There won't be another connections round, I don't think, in any of my quizzes, because I do find them quite hard. I just put it in. What do you mean, Sammy, not a clue? You've got to have got some of them. Is anybody ready for the answers? Or are you all just going to give up? I promise you, future quizzes will not end so difficultly. Ready as I'll ever be. Right. You might kick yourselves, you never know. Too hard, I agree. It's a hard one. So let's see how you get on. You might kick yourselves. So the band Four Non-Blondes had a one-hit wonder with which song? It was What's Up. Number 2, Dr. Orchid replaced which housekeeper in the board game Cluedo in 2016? It was Mrs. White. Now, I didn't know Mrs. White had been replaced. As far as I was concerned, They were still the same characters, but I haven't played it in years, so apparently she's been replaced. Number 3, the name of the boys who occasionally assisted Sherlock Holmes were the Baker Street Irregulars. Put this over here now. Number 4, the 1987 film that Cher won the Oscar for was Moonstruck. Number 5, the Roald Dahl novel that included car fixing and pheasants being poached was Danny, the Champion of the World. Number 6, whose only UK #1 single to date is Look What You Made Me Do in September 2017. It's Taylor Swift. Number 7, the national anthem of the USA is known by what other name? It is the Star-Spangled Banner. Number 8, the British author that wrote the Jack Reacher series... Sammy got one. Sammy, you didn't get the Taylor Swift? Honestly. The British author that wrote Jack Reacher was Lee Child. Who wrote Moonstone, considered to be the first full-length detective novel? Really hard question. Is Wilkie Collins. And The Connection. They are all famous drummers. So, we have Charlie Watts for What's Up from the Rolling Stones. We have Meg White from the White Stripes for Mrs. White. Ginger Baker from Cream from the Baker Street Irregulars. Keith Moon from Moonstruck, who's from The Who. We've got Will Champion from Coldplay, from Danny, the Champion of the World. Roger Taylor from Queen, from Taylor Swift. Ringo Starr from the Beatles, from the Star-Spangled Banner. Tommy Lee from the Motley Crue, from Lee Child. And Phil Collins from Genesis, from Wilkie Collins. And I highly doubt anybody got the connection on that. So if you did get to the connection, please let me know, because that is good work. No, it's a really hard round. It is a hard round. So I really am sorry for that. And ending on a tough one. But you all did so well through the rest of the quiz that, you know, you didn't need it. Okay. I have got a tiebreaker question. Should you have a draw within your household? So normally I would say the question now and then give you the answer on Facebook afterwards. But what I'm going to do tonight, because I've got the chat on, I'm just going to give you the question now and then give you the answer live on here. So the question is, how many miles as the crow flies is it from London to New York? So how many miles as the crow flies is it from London to New York? And while I give you a couple of minutes to think of that answer before I give it, I just want to say again a massive thank you for joining me this evening. There has been 150 of you, so thank you very much for joining me again. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry to end on such a tough round, but going forward, the pub quizzes will be, they will be a little bit different. They will be the same, as in they'll have the different rounds, but there will be a twist, which I'm not going to explain now. I will explain each week. But next week we have sport, and the week after we have a pub quiz again, and then the week after that we have musicals. But the sport and the musicals, any themed ones, they are ticketed events. So you will have to get a ticket for them to be able to get the link to the quiz. I will be live, but I won't be publicly live. It will only be streamed to those that purchase tickets. So the website is over on the event pages. So the answer to the tiebreaker question, should you need it, is 3,470 miles. So 3,470 miles. So there's your quiz from this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. Everybody seems to have enjoyed it. And you've all scored really good scores, so well done. Very, very good. And enjoy your weekends. Enjoy the start of the summer holidays with the kids. And I will see you next Friday. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.